In this video, I want us to have a look at some remarks made by Rigathi Gachagua today. Remarks that are going to inform the basis of our analysis right now. Listen to this.
Karibu tena mtazamaji. Naibu Rais Rigathi Gachagua ametetea serikali dhidi ya madai kwamba inawakandamiza wananchi na gharama ya juu ya maisha.
Naam, Gachagua anasisitiza kwamba serikali imelazimika kuongeza ushuru na kuwapa Wakenya mzigo ili kukabiliana na hali ngumu ya kiuchumi na madeni ya serikali.
Na Gachagua anasisitiza hali hii imechochewa na utawala mbaya na serikali iliyotangulia.
Kuna wengine walikuwa wanamkemea, rais anatembea sana, anaenda kufanya nini? Rais hapana mtalii, haendi ngambo kutembea, anaenda kutushughulikia. Na hivi karibuni nitatoa taarifa ya kila nchi rais ametembea na ile manufaa tumepata. Mimi mwenyewe nitaeleza. Ile ushuru ambaye tunachukua hautoshi matumishi ya Kenya. Tena tuko na madeni mengi sana tulikuta. Na hiyo madeni sio sisi tulichukua, lakini lazima tulipe kwa sababu ni ya Kenya.
That's Rigathi Gachagua speaking today. And it's very interesting. As of today, Rigathi is still blaming Uhuru Kenyatta's government. While Rigathi is on record just a few months ago, saying that this government had fulfilled 50% of the promises it made to Kenyans. Ruto himself is on record saying he has stabilized the economy. As of today, Rigathi is still blaming Uhuru Kenyatta. And he's saying that ushuru ile wanachukua haitoshi. So that's an insinuation that in the coming days, this government might add more taxes on Kenyans. Rigathi is also saying, ile madeni sisi hatukuchukua. William Ruto, now the president, has been the deputy president of Kenya as from 2013 to 2022 when he was declared the president. So he has been part and parcel of the government. And I still remember in 2013 when the opposition that time was complaining about the Eurobond, the loans, William Ruto used to defend those loans. So if there is any loan that has been taken by Kenya's government, William Ruto has been part and parcel of that. So Rigathi is just trying to lie, and is lying in broad daylight. Lying in broad daylight. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand the games being played behind the scenes. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Let's proceed. What's happening here, ladies and gentlemen? Let me start by saying this. Uhuru Kenyatta left power last year. Things were not as bad as they are today. Uhuru Kenyatta, in spite of all the ills this government is accusing Uhuru Kenyatta's government, the situation was not as bad as it is today. What has happened in this 1 year duration after Uhuru Kenyatta left power? Because if Uhuru Kenyatta spoiled the economy, then Kenyans ought to have been feeling it even during Uhuru Kenyatta's time. Compare Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto's government. Kenyans are suffering more in just under 1 year of William Ruto's rule. a confirmation that something might have seriously went wrong with Uhuru Kenyatta retiring from power. From where I sit, I'm seeing a very clueless team. William Ruto and his team are very clueless. And their attitude of knowing it all is also working against them. Instead of seeking for help from those who have got experience on matters governance, they are trying to project themselves as know-it-all leaders. So they are just clueless about governance. They should not blame Uhuru Kenyatta. They were part of that government. And it's now coming out very clearly that they were the problem. Uhuru Kenyatta was the person steering the country. These other ones were wrecking the boat from within. Now that they have the government, they don't know where they can start from, how they can pause, how they can proceed, how they can stop. Completely clueless. And then secondly, in under 1 year of William Ruto's rule, he has borrowed over 1.5 trillion Kenya shillings in just under 1 year. Uhuru Kenyatta, in his 10 years of presidency, he borrowed about 6 trillion in 10 years. This one in 1 year, he has borrowed over 1.5 trillion Kenya shillings. Just project that in maybe in the next 10 years. Kenya will be in serious debt. So as Rigathi Gachagua talks about the loans, he should know that in the 1 year of their rule, they have borrowed more than any other government has borrowed in Kenya. So maybe he does not understand what he's saying at all. Total confusion, total cluelessness here. And if you look at Rigathi Gachagua, he's giving an insinuation that in the coming days, months, they are going to add more taxes on Kenyans. When he says hiyo ushuru haitoshi, that's just a confirmation that Kenyans should prepare themselves for more tax increments. William Ruto and his team are going to add more taxes on Kenyans. And already we saw a few days ago, Interior CS Professor Kithure Kindiki gazetting some new charges for you to get some government services. Charges have been increased. One such charge that has been increased is ID. If you lose your ID today, to replace it, you'll part with 2,000 Kenya shillings, up from 100 Kenya shillings. So this is a government that strongly believes that for it to deliver or for it to continue running, it's tax, and more taxes, over taxation. And also, Rigathi is saying that he'll start explaining what the William Ruto's foreign trips have achieved so far. In the 1 year of William Ruto's rule, this government has spent 14 billion Kenya shillings on travel expenses alone. 14 billion Kenya shillings. And most of these foreign trips or domestic trips, they are just hovering around with their girlfriends and their boyfriends. They are not putting, or rather they are not using taxpayers' money prudently. They are wasting it on lavish lifestyles. Yes, on lavish lifestyles. When Rigathi says that he'll do the mathematics for Kenyans to see what Ruto has done or others achieved through those foreign trips, the achievement should be felt by the ordinary Kenyan on the ground. If actually those foreign trips are working to the advantage of our economy, or rather are helping in boosting our economy, then Kenyans on the ground should be feeling it. They should be feeling it. If the GDP is actually rising, Kenyans should be feeling it. Because I believe all those foreign trips, according to Rigathi, he means those foreign trips are helping in boosting the GDP. We should be feeling it. The truth of the matter, Kenyans are not feeling it. Inflation is actually going up. A totally clueless team. And they'll continue passing blame. This is not the first time we are seeing them. They are passing blame. At one point, they are saying they have stabilized the economy. The next day, they are blaming the previous government. A totally confused government, just looking for people to blame, looking for excuses, scapegoats. This is why I strongly believe Kenyans should not actually listen to these constant lies by William Ruto and his team. These are people taking Kenyans as fools. Let me stop it there, ladies and gentlemen. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. Any other person who may want to support us here, contact me through that number, or feel free to channel any kind of a support to that number to enable us be more stronger. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.